Introduction: The invisible line of presence. Why do some older men walk into a room and instantly command respect, admiration, and attention, while others, often kind and well-meaning, trigger immediate discomfort and suspicion? The difference isn't money, status, or physical appearance. It is an invisible line of internal mastery that separates the wise man from the man who comes across as needy, controlling, or, worse, creepy. This distinction lies in a man's relationship with himself, his emotions, and his expectations of the world. For over 2 millennia, Stoic philosophers like Marcus Aurelius, Epictetus, and Seneca provided the definitive blueprint for crossing this line. They warned us against the dangers of chasing external validation and being ruled by our passions. By applying their ancient wisdom to modern life, we can identify and eliminate the 3 critical behavioral pitfalls that erode respect and attract unease. Pitfall 1: The illusion of control and outcome dependence. The first and most destructive pitfall is the attempt to control external outcomes, particularly the feelings and reactions of others. The behavior of neediness. This manifests when a man ties his self-worth directly to a woman's approval. His actions, showering her with texts, pushing for commitment, or becoming visibly upset if she doesn't respond as anticipated, are attempts to manipulate her response to stabilize his own insecure feelings. On the surface, it looks like affection or intense interest. Beneath, it is a desperate search for validation. This needy behavior is instantly repellent because it creates an uncomfortable psychological pressure, suffocating any genuine potential for attraction. She doesn't see a confident man. She sees an unstable one whose peace she is now responsible for maintaining. The Stoic antidote: the dichotomy of control. The Stoics introduced the concept of the dichotomy of control, which is the core principle of self-mastery. We must categorize The Stoics introduced the concept of the dichotomy of control, which is the core principle of self-mastery. We must categorize anything in life into 2 groups. Things we control: our own thoughts, judgments, actions, and virtues, our internal state. Things we do not control: the actions of others, the outcome of events, fame, reputation, and the past, the external world. The Stoic man understands that his value is innately his own. He acts virtuously. He is present, kind, and offers his best self, and then completely lets go of the result. Whether the woman accepts or rejects him, his inner peace remains intact. This calm, self-contained disposition is not coldness, it is genuine confidence. Paradoxically, this freedom from outcome dependence is exactly what makes a man truly magnetic. Pitfall 2: the echo chamber of past glory and entitlement. The second major trap is living in the past and expecting present rewards based on yesterday's victories. The insecurity of bragging. This behavior involves an older man constantly referencing his past accomplishments, titles, and connections from years ago. While a history of success is valuable, using it as the sole basis for demanding respect today signals deep insecurity. He is essentially asking the world to validate a version of himself that no longer exists, believing his age or past automatically grants him entitlement. This reliance on past glory creates a heavy, static presence. The man stops listening, stops learning, and treats conversations as a stage for his performance rather than an exchange of connection. People sense that his ego is fragile and needs constant propping up by external acknowledgement of things he no longer does. The Stoic antidote: humility and presence. Stoic philosophy emphasizes that virtue must be practiced in the present moment. Marcus Aurelius famously wrote, "Fame is a clattering of tongues, a thing of no value." The wise man knows that his respect must be freshly earned every day through his current actions, curiosity, and humility. He listens more than he boasts. He is engaged with the world as it is now. He understands that true strength is quiet and does not need to be announced. This commitment to humility and present-day excellence is a form of powerful, quiet strength that is universally attractive, regardless of age or title. Pitfall 3: emotional reactivity and lack of self-regulation. The third and most dangerous pitfall is the inability to regulate one's emotions, leading to unpredictable, explosive, or sulky reactions. The instability of immaturity. Imagine a man who seems composed until a small inconvenience, a slow waiter, a traffic issue, or a minor disagreement causes his mask to slip. He might lash out, snap, or withdraw into visible passive aggression. This is the hallmark of emotional reactivity. It instantly destroys the safety and comfort of others, shifting the man from respected figure to unpredictable liability. Seneca called anger a form of temporary madness because it completely cedes control to an external impulse. Age does not guarantee maturity. Self-mastery does. A man who is a prisoner to his temper or anxiety risks appearing volatile, needy, and immature, regardless of his chronological age. The Stoic antidote. Apatheia, freedom from passion. Stoicism seeks a state known as apatheia, often mistranslated as apathy. Apatheia means freedom from destructive passions and the rational control of one's internal responses. The Stoic man acknowledges his feelings. He breathes, he pauses, but he refuses to let the feeling dictate his response. As Epictetus taught, we are not disturbed by things, but by the views we take of them. He creates a gap between impression, the event, and assent, the reaction. He chooses reason over impulse, maintaining a steady, constant composure. This calm steadiness makes a man profoundly trustworthy. Others feel instinctively safe and secure around him because they know his internal world is ordered, and he owns his emotional state rather than outsourcing it to his environment. Conclusion: from needy to magnetic. The three pitfalls, the need for control, the pride of the past, and emotional instability, all stem from the same root: a lack of inner self-sufficiency. They turn potential strength into weakness, replacing wisdom with unease. The Stoic path is the antidote to all three. Stop chasing. Focus only on your actions, not the outcomes or the approval of others. Dichotomy of control. Stay present. Earn respect through humility, listening, and being virtuous today. Humility. Master self. Choose reason over impulse, making your emotional state an impregnable fortress. Apatheia. When a man truly embodies these Stoic principles, he stops performing for validation and moves through life with an unshakable inner peace. The respect, attraction, and command he gains are not things he pursues. They are simply the byproducts of the man he has become. He is no longer defined by his mask, but by the mastery of his true self.